picked up the rope, carefully reaching toward the injured gray wolf. I wrapped the rope around its mouth and tied it tight. I chose not to kill it. Instead, I carried it to the riverbank and carefully cleaned its wounds. And I brought it to a cave and gently set it down. Only then did I sit aside to check my own injuries. My foot was badly swollen. The injury made it impossible for me to return to the tribe alone. The next day, I immediately went out to search for medicinal herbs. When I returned, I crushed the herbs and applied them to my foot. Just then, the gray wolf broke free from the rope around its mouth, flaring its fangs. It growled at me. Unhurried, I poured some water and slowly walked toward it, constantly speaking in soothing tones. It finally calmed down, sticking out its tongue to drink the water I offered. One day, I happened upon a rabbit. Hunger forced me to make up my mind. I brought the rabbit back to the cave. Just as I was starting a fire, the gray wolf suddenly lunged forward, trying to steal the rabbit. I immediately waved my hand to drive it away. Right in front of it, I bit into a piece of raw rabbit meat, lowered its head, and lay obediently on the ground. Only then did I relight the fire. That night, I ate the cooked rabbit meat alone. The gray wolf stared at me, whimpering. I told it coldly if it wanted meat, it had to accept me as the alpha. It lowered its head. Satisfied, I tossed a piece of meat over to it. Soon my injury healed, and I prepared to leave. But it bit down hard on my scarf and wouldn't let go. I had to forcefully pull it away. Its eyes were full of pleading, but I knew I had to leave. However, the gray wolf followed me from morning until evening. I threw a stick to drive it away, but it picked up the stick and ran back to my side. In the end, I had no choice but to accept its companionship. Before long, we encountered a pack of wild boars. The gray wolf charged forward fiercely. I also raised my spear. However, a wild boar knocked me down directly and escaped past me. The gray wolf turned back and looked at me with disdain. I immediately explained my mistake. The gray wolf had already shaken its head and continued forward. From then on, we learned to hunt together, but the food had to be distributed by me. Although it was dissatisfied, it had no choice but to obey. At night, the gray wolf came close to huddle with me for warmth. At dawn, it woke me up on time to continue our journey, but its foul odor was unbearable. I picked it up and threw it straight into the river. It splashed ashore, but unexpectedly caught a fish. We continued to wander the wilderness, one human and one wolf. Winter soon arrived. We worked together to catch a wild boar on a frozen plain. Before we could enjoy it, we were surrounded by a wolf pack. The gray wolf stood in front of me protectively. In the end, it was forced to leave with the wolf pack. I felt terribly sad, but I had to keep moving forward through the blizzard. Along the way, I often whistled, hoping it would appear again. One day, I saw the wolf pack in the distance. I rushed over excitedly, but didn't watch my foot and accidentally fell into the icy river water. The gray wolf heard the commotion and immediately ran over to rescue me just as I was about to lose consciousness. I used my knife to break through the ice. The gray wolf finally dragged me to shore. I built a fire, shivering. The gray wolf pressed close against me to keep me warm. The next morning, we set out together once again. Finally, I saw a hunter's cabin in the distance.